Hey, this is Garrett, and I wanted to make this quick video for you to teach you a tactic to make some quick cash. Okay, now, as you'll notice from the title, this tactic is really similar to how eBay started out. Okay, the app that we're going to be talking about, it is an app, is getting a lot of exposure right now. They're spending a lot of money on marketing and trying to get people to download this app and purchase stuff. In the last month, they've gone from 1 to 2 million downloads. So there's a lot of exposure that they're doing, a lot of marketing, and a lot of money they're spending to get this in people's hands. So to get started with the meat and potatoes, if you're using an Android device, you're going to want to download an app called Mobizen. Mobizen, and I'm going to put all this down in the description for you so you have a reference to it. If you're using an iPhone, you're going to want to download iTools. Now, these two apps are operating system or OS systems that help you sync your phone to your computer so that you can see what's on your phone, on your laptop or desktop. Okay, it's basically a mirroring software. Okay, so as stated, Mobizen for Android and iTools for iPhone. You can use another OS called Andy Android, but it's kind of difficult to upload to your computer. I had a little bit of trouble with it. It's not real user friendly at all. So let's get into the meat and potatoes. This is Mobizen. Okay. The second app that you're going to want to download is called Mercari. Now, when you download, make sure you use this invite code QYCDNF. Now, you're going to use that code to get a free $2 from Mercari. It's not a whole lot, but it'll definitely help you with your marketing inside Mercari for whatever you want to use it for. Okay, now let's take a look. Now, Mercari, as stated before, is a lot like how eBay originally set up. Now, as you can see, this is my phone. I can move this screen all over my laptop or desktop, however I want to use it. And the reason I use Mobizen, or the reason why you need a screen mirroring software at all, is because when you're creating new listings, it's so much easier to type on a laptop or transfer any information that you want from out on the desktop to the phone. It's much quicker. I like typing on a keyboard versus typing out text, especially when you have to write a large description and make it look nice. So it just is a much easier platform to type out on a laptop and make your descriptions and be able to copy and paste from your laptop to your phone. Okay, now to give you a little idea how much traffic this is really getting, I'll go here and update it real quick. And while I'm talking, you'll see this coral bow clutch, address, flash sale, whatever that is, Banana Republic top, and I'll update it again. And we had, 5 items that were uploaded in that 5 or 6 seconds while I was talking. So, and this is 10:45 at night, and it's still getting this kind of exposure. So it's definitely something that, there's a lot of eyes on it, and it's really easy to sell the things that you have. Okay, going here into settings, my likes. There's a couple flaws. They're easy to work around. It's not a huge deterrent to actually using the software or using Mercari. The only way that you can actually keep track of an item that you like is to either like it and keep it in your likes and or comment on it. So if we go into this listing right here and I like it, this is the only way for me to keep track of it, because this listing is going to go really far into the log very quickly. So if I like this, that's an easy way for me to keep track of this shirt and then come back and look at my likes. Okay, and as you'll see, there it is, boom. Okay, another thing, if this ever goes, it's having a bit of a problem. There we go. My listings are just going to be all the listings you uploaded. If you need to go back in and edit for any reason, you can go into My Listings and edit. I'll show you that. These are just some listings that we have uploaded, my purchases, anything that you've purchased. If you need to contact the seller, it's a good place to go in and email the seller. They really don't have a great messaging system in Mercari. As stated, the only way to get a hold of someone or ask them a question is inside the listing itself, and I'll show you that in just a second. All right, settings. This is where you can edit anything that you need to edit in your profile. Balance and credits is going to be if you want to transfer money, funds, and I actually just transferred a couple hours ago. I will say another flaw with the system is they only release funds on Mondays, and it can take up to 5 business days to get your funds. I have never had a problem with it. Usually it takes 1 to 2 business days, but it's a lot like PayPal. But it can take up to 5 business days to have the funds transferred to your bank account. I would suggest not doing it every day if a transfer, because they will, I don't know why, but they get upset about it and shut the account transfer down. It's really irritating. So just do it every Monday. Not a huge deal. Now, you are going to have to attach a bank account and a routing number to it, but it's real easy to do it. Just you enter it in, push confirmed, good to go. Push and emails is going to be your notifications. If you want to get these updated, I did it at first, but it started getting really annoying when I started getting hundreds and thousands of likes and a lot of sales. So I just turned them all off because I don't want my phone to keep getting notifications over and over and over again. Okay. Search, obviously that's pretty easy. If you're looking for phone cases or phones or whatever, you can type whatever search keyword that you want in there. This is the notifications section. This is going to update every time somebody likes something or comments on something. This is a bit tedious as well. You kind of want to watch it, because if you have, if you have 1,000 notifications of people just liking your item, it's kind of like an eBay meets Pinterest meets, whatever else. So you're going to get a lot of likes on the items that you're listing. So it's very difficult. Let's say you had 1,000 notifications and 980 of them were just likes, and the other 20 were comments on the items, people having questions about them, what it is, or if you can come any lower on it. It's going to be hard to sift through and have to scroll all the way up and down to find which ones are comments so you can respond to them and which of them are just likes. So just try to keep up with it if you can. Like I said, who doesn't have their phone on them all the time to be able to see that? So like for this example, at the bottom is where you would leave a comment, and this person's saying what's the lowest that I can go on it. And I'll show you that in just a second on how you do that. If you go into another listing like this and you wanted to ask this person a question, you'd have to come down and comment on it, and then they can see what you're asking. That's my only, it's one of my refutes on this, on Mercari. They don't really have a good messaging system. The other of which is going to be, for me, it's very difficult to keep track of what you're selling and what you're not selling. So let's say, for example, this phone. If this person replies to me or asks me a question about it, it's going to leave 2 notifications in the log until I sell it, okay, or send it out. Now, you get paid on here as soon as the person receives the item, and I'll go over shipping in just a second, but it's kind of difficult because they can leave feedback. Okay, it's a lot like eBay in the feedback system, and on this account I have a couple different accounts, but you'll see I have, it goes, I think it's excellent, good, and then poor. Okay, excellent being obviously based on what they're saying. But let's say, for example, someone leaves poor feedback or has a refute on the item and refuses to leave you feedback. What's going to happen is it's going to go to Mercari. Mercari is going to try to deliberate on a solution to it, and it could take up to 30 days. So if it's a big ticket item, let's say you sold a vacuum for $150, okay, and your return on investment was only 15 or 20, the whole $150 is going to be held up until that resolution has been met. It's another kind of refute. It doesn't happen very often. I've honestly only had, out of thousands of items that we've sold on several different accounts, we've only had that happen one time, and it wasn't a big item. It was for $3. The lady was irritated over $3. It kind of was a frustration more than anything, and I even told her, I was like, well, I'll send it to you in the mail or however you want me to do it. And she's like, no, I want my $3 back. Really irritating. Anyway, that's another refute that we have, but it's rare that it ever happens. A lot of people automatically leave you, and Mercari automatically gives them a notification to say, okay, leave feedback now. So, and if it passes 3 days and they don't leave feedback, what's going to happen is Mercari will automatically release your funds to them. So that happens a lot as well. Okay, so let's go over a couple things in selling. Okay, you're going to click the selling tab if you want to sell anything. Choose a picture or take a picture. It's completely up to you. That's my beautiful girlfriend. She's not going to be real happy with me for putting this video up. All right, let's just choose this phone. Other thing that I really not a huge fan of is the window. It's easy to get around. Usually if I can't fit the whole picture in the viewing window, I will do half and half. Never had a problem with it. No one's complained about it at all. So I'll do, one like that, and then go back down here, pick the phone again. All right, and then I'll just do the bottom section. As you're seeing, we did the top section, but try to get as much of the phone in there as I can, and then I'm done. Okay, category, self-explanatory, just like eBay. You're going to choose your category. No, nothing new. Actually, we're going to go back. Put electronics on this one, cell phone accessories, and cell phone smartphones. Brand, completely up to you. I usually don't put the brand down because I'm going to put it in the description, but you can if you want. Condition, if it's new, whatever it is a new phone. And then your description. Be as descriptive as you can. Do not spam. You'll get shut down. There's no point in it. It really isn't. It's going to sell regardless. And you get 40 characters for the description. Okay, and you get 1,000 characters for the title. You get 40 characters and 1,000 for your description. Okay, just write a nice description. Put the specs on it. I would be as detailed as you can in the description, because if not, people are going to ask you a lot of questions like, what brand is this? Is it unlocked? Is it no contract? How much can you do? You know, that kind of stuff. So just be as descriptive as you can. If you're not willing to negotiate by any means, I always put that in my descriptions as far as like if I'm selling it for $50, I'll say, you know, no negotiation. It is what it is, kind of thing. Okay. Fee. This is where it's not tricky whatsoever, but you need to just make sure that you're staying on top of it. Okay. Now, if you have your own shipping software or shipping system like Indicia or Linworks or any of those kind of softwares, you're going to want to ship yourself, and it's going to ask you to agree to terms that you're going to upload the tracking when you're ready to do that. If you just want to send it out yourself, Mercari offers its flat rate USPS. Now, you got to be careful with this, because if you, let's say for example, you're trying to get away with sending out a plaque for $3, okay, to the 0.5 or half a pound, 0 to half a pound. What's going to happen is if that plaque is over, the post office hates flat rate. They hate flat rate mail. So you really need to be careful with this, because they're going to send it back to you, and then guess what's going to happen? The lead time for that item to get to your customer is going to take longer. Because sometimes I've had it happen where it gets to the sorting facility in the state, like I'm in Texas, and it got all the way to the sorting facility in California, and they realize, wait a minute, this isn't the right weight, and they'll ship it all the way back to me. Okay, so that's 3 days there, 3 days back. You know, it's 6 days right there, and then I got to ship it back to them. So they're going to be upset about their lead time, how long it took them to get it. And it's ridiculous. So make sure you're putting the right weight on there. Most everything that you're going to be selling is in this range right here to 5 pounds. Anything over is going to be $15. Some things is nice because of the weight. Some things aren't. Like for example, I sell quite a few metal signs in my other business, and it's like it's almost right here. But what's going to happen is it's going to bump that up $4, and that's going to go against my overhead for the sign. And it's kind of tedious. So just be careful with that. Make sure you're putting the right weight on whatever item you are. Be very, very meticulous with it. If you're sending out a necklace or a ring, a shirt, whatever, in a poly mailer or bubble mailer, this is a good weight bracket to put it in. It is a commercial grade weight, and the only thing I will refute on this is with commercial flat rate. Technically, commercial flat rate goes up to 13 ounces. Okay, which is almost, I mean, it's right at that pound mark. And it should be in there for up to a pound, but for some reason it's not. I don't know why. That's just kind of what they're doing. It basically goes by zones across the United States. The United States is broke up to several zones, and that's how they figure out the weight. So, you know, just to go over that, just make sure you're picking the right weight for it. That's pretty much enough on the weight. But what's going to happen, just to mention real quick, when you sell an item and you're going to go into, I won't be able to show it because we print off all our own labels, but if I want to go in here, go home, let's go to one of these notifications, and what's going to happen is it's going to give you an option for down here to print your own label. When you click I've shipped it, it's something, I'm not quite sure what it's going to say, but it's going to be a red box. I forget, but it's going to be a red box, and you're going to click on that, and it's going to say, are you sure? You click yes, and then it's going to send you the label to your email that you have on file. Okay, and then you just print that label off and slap it on the box. I would suggest investing in some sticky labels if you know how to use those. If not, just print it on a piece of paper, fold it over, tape it down to the package. No big deal. Okay, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to have a couple other videos in the future on really how to monetize this and how you can make a lot of money with this. Like I said, when you download, just make sure to use that referral code, the invite code. It's right here. Make sure to use this because you'll get credit for it. I'll get credit for it. It'd be great. Otherwise, make sure to watch out for the next few videos because I'm going to totally tell you how to destroy this app and just make some pretty decent money off an app, to be completely honest. There's a lot of money to be made on here, and you don't want to take advantage of it. While you're doing this, make sure to check out. I'm going to put a link below for the company that I'm part of, and in this company, we go over every type of marketing you can think of. We really set it up step by step to get multiple streams of income going for you. And if you do sign up, we're taking the first 50 people that enroll, and we're giving you a free consultation, free one-on-one consultation with me or my business partner to teach you exactly what we're doing and streamline your business. We have never done this before, and just kind of our way to give back. Okay, so right below you'll see a link for your automated wealth network. Click on that, sign up if you're interested in learning how to make a lot of money and doing what we're doing. And I'll leave all the links below for Mobizen and iTools and all that good stuff in Mercari for you. Okay, as stated, make sure you use this invite code, and you guys have a great rest of your night. God bless, and we'll talk to you soon.